HBAR broke a major support level, and if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to continue watching this video. Our Telegram channel has been absolutely killing it with our trade setups, as well as the fact that we have been analyzing a ton of short-term positions that you guys can take, so make sure to check out the link in the bio. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here. Welcome back to another HBAR analysis video. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio. Now, as you guys can see, we have finally hit our take profit level at 0.057. A huge congratulations to those of you that, of course, have been a part of the Telegram channel. We have seen this monstrous drop on HBAR, and we did call it perfectly at 0.08, and since then we have been rejecting our exponential moving averages in a very nice slow bleed formation, creating new lower lows. As of right now, though, the question of course remains, is this the bottom for HBAR, and is it finally time to look for that buy opportunity? Now, for those of you that have been watching my videos for a very long time, you guys know I have talked about this level for a very long time, but what I'm looking for right now on HBAR is of course the fact that you can see that we have now broken below this level and are now retesting it in terms of resistance. It's going to be very important from the bullish case scenario to try to overcome this level and use it as support before a possible continuation, because of the fact that if we continue trading below this support level, we are looking for a possible drop or down to 0.05. Now, tomorrow is NFP, of course, and we are expecting some more news. So if the news is bearish, we could see the crypto market collapse even more. So we have to be very careful. Right now, assuming that we do hold 0.05, this is going to be a very nice level range for us to actually look for a buy opportunity and try to see whether or not HBAR can try to break above these exponential moving averages. This is going to be the first indicator for us to know whether or not this is a good buy. Of course, for those of you that are more conservative, you can wait for the exponential moving averages to break, retest them as support, and then a stronger continuation. But for those of you that of course are a little bit more aggressive, if we start to see a nice move upwards, then that would be a nice buy opportunity, because of the fact that HBAR is one of those coins that is in extreme oversold conditions. Now, looking at the 4-hour time frame, not only are we in the oversold condition, you'll notice something very interesting. We do have a hammer candle being formed on the 4-hour time frames, but the problem is the following candle is a bearish engulfing. This isn't a valid hammer candlestick. Usually what you want to see is, of course, buying pressure come into the market, followed by another bullish candlestick. That would be the confirmation we're looking for. Of course, we still have an hour before this candle closes, so something to keep in mind as you guys are trading. Now, looking at the overall perspective on HBAR, this was such a massive move and a very nice hunt that happened across the board. But the question remains now is, are we going to be looking for the bounce at 0.05? Or, of course, if that daily level ends up breaking like it did right here, this is what worries me. Assuming tomorrow we do see some bearish engulfing candles happen and the market does tank even more, our overall targets here didn't really end up holding. These major support levels were destroyed absolutely incredibly quick, and this is why I'm being very careful looking for that buy opportunity as of right now. In terms of the levels that are being played out, assuming we do see that bounce, of course, at 0.057, we could be looking for a short-term buy opportunity back into the 0.07 range, or even possibly back into this specific range at 0.066, which I did tell you guys many times was a very nice midterm support. Now, assuming we do see that retest and rejection, that's going to be another confirmation to the downside, and as well as the fact that if HBAR does continue to collapse, our overall target remains, of course, at 0.035. Now, before you guys jump ahead in the comments and say it will never happen, there are a few things to consider. Number one, there is a ton of news that dropped today that was extremely bearish. A lot of people are in panic mode, and this of course doesn't mean that we are going to be looking for a straight moonshot towards the downside, but instead this means that every single time HBAR has a pullback at the current price range, you'll notice that we have failed to break above these exponential moving averages. If we continue to drop at the rate we are dropping, then this is something I have to consider. Of course, the fact that if these daily support levels are broken, the last remaining support on HBAR remains at 0.035. Now, looking at the 0.035 0.035. For those of you that used to watch my videos a very long time ago, you guys already know we talked about this bottom formation being played out perfectly. We saw the hammer candlestick form on a daily support. We were extremely oversold. We saw the bullish engulfing immediately after, and that was the opportunity for that signal. Now, of course, we are seeing the same sort of formation, but the fact is that we are not using our exponential moving averages as support, but instead we are using them as resistance. The trend has completely changed towards the downside, so assuming we do end up retesting 0.035 a second and third time, that would be a much better confirmation to obviously continue pushing on upwards. But if we do end up breaking 0.035, ladies and gentlemen, there really isn't anything in between from 0.035 down to 0.015. Now, of course, this is an extreme case scenario, but it's still something to keep in mind as you guys are trading, because just like when we had the FTX news drop and we had a capitulation across the market, everyone was struggling trying to find out the next support zone. This is why I have taught you guys these support levels before, just in case, of course, with the markets tanking as of right now, we don't want to get caught completely open-sided and trying to guess where the next move is going to happen. Now, assuming we do end up breaking above this level, of course, you can see in terms of the hourly, the bulls are trying to overcome these exponential moving averages. The main target for us remains at 0.057 and trying to use this level as support. Assuming we do find it on the hourly time frame, that would be a very nice buy opportunity. But if we continue trading below the 0.057 level and using it as resistance, I would much rather wait for the 0.05 level, because of the fact on the daily time frame, you'll notice that HBAR is one of those coins that did try to use this level as resistance. Old resistance becomes new support, and you'll notice that we saw a ton of rejection candlesticks at this level. This would be a much better range, in my opinion, to be looking for that buy, since the fact that you'll notice that, of course, on this daily time frame, we've already tested 0.057 so many times, and we ended up completely breaking it. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio, and hope you guys have a wonderful day.